Hello. 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 Hello.
We're back listening to Inside the Great Outdoors. Dr. Norm, Big Daddy
you could
Carl
sing that
Bechtel.
song at the auction, and that, that may get you.
What's that?
If you could sing.
Oh, I could play drums.
Do you think we should bring him with us and set up a kissing booth next to? No,
I don't know. That might ruin it.
It might ruin it. Yeah, right.
Why
Might
don't we
ruin
get
the
We'll get that
anticipation
I
of
know we'll do.
surprise. What?
We'll get that old black and white headshot of his where he's in his safari suit with the hat with the flap up, and he's holding the camera and.
When I was about 18 years old.
The zebra stripe
with
around.
with the hat band on it, the animal print hat band, and back when
he looked young and dashing. You know?
Oh yeah. Either that, or we take an old catcher's mitt, hold it up. Does anybody want this? And anybody who's interested, we just say, "Hey, he lives in Hunting Valley."
They're still hunting him.
That's right.
Oh, I hope you guys are having a good time.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
Oh, jeez.
Oh man. But you know who else is having a great time?
Who?
The mayflies.
Oh, yeah, I heard.
Huge clouds of mayflies
I bet it's
rolling.
a mess up there.
Oh yeah. They had
hard to eat a donut
earlier
outside.
in the week. They had a big hatch up along the Lake Erie shore in Michigan and down towards Toledo, and then the wind changed a little bit, and it pushed them into Port Clinton, and the islands got hammered with them, and
Puerto Clinton.
And then I believe it was Thursday night or Friday, the big swarm was blown in off the lake right into beautiful downtown Vermilion.
Oh.
And so
Tourist trap.
that's right. You got all sorts of crunchy things underfoot in Vermilion.
Don't
But
eat your ice cream outside.
They always say you have to, when they have the big, huge mayfly hatches like that, they come in, they fly around the street lights and all that other stuff, and there's just clouds and clouds. And basically all they do is they do their
Mating dance.
their mating dance, and then they die. They fall on the ground and in the bushes and in the parking lots and everything.
What
But
about
you have to be careful.
What about the females? I mean, the males die.
Now you're worried about the females.
Well, because you say they mate and die. Well, then
They all do.
But then where's the eggs? How do they procreate?
Females
lake.
lay them in the lake.
Yeah.
Oh,
Then they die.
oh,
They lay their eggs and they're
okay.
done.
Okay.
They're done. That's it.
Then the
males are
eggs
done.
float and they go out and sink nice and slowly and bury in the gravelly, sandy bottom and wait till next year.
Oh, okay.
But the thing is, the local police departments will put out warnings to people to say, be careful when you're driving because you'll slide on these
slide on
things. They're slippery, especially when they start to break down a little bit
Yeah.
and all their juicy innards start to, come out. They get really slick. So it can be like driving on an oil slick.
Really?
But, oh, yeah.
Or
But
even
they've
you'll
got,
slip on them.
yeah,
Just
even walking down the street.
or running, or a bicycle.
Bicycles are horrible because your tires will just go sliding out from under you. At a moment's notice, you won't even know what happened.
The other thing is your radiator, your car gets stuck with them. I used to have my truck. I had a screen in front of I had an old Ford 150. I had a screen in front of the grill in the front to catch those bugs up there. They were so bad. Seems like they were a lot worse in the late 60s and 70s for some reason. But they were really bad. Or the intake on your boats, too. Those holes will get... it'll clog up your
shells,
motor.
when they hatch, they'll clog the intake,
The
water
intake. Yeah, the water intake. So be careful of that,
and
guys.
your bilge. You got to keep an eye on your bilge. Usually
Right.
it'll blow it out, but sometimes it gets.
It gets stuck
Yep.
too.
Just but yeah, it's always it's always something. But it's a lot of things are happy. The fish have been eating them. The birds are eating them. They are great fertilizer once they break down in the ground and everything. Everything.
So it's
The
a
fish-
positive
the
in a
fishing
way.
will slow down.
Nothing is wasted.
Yeah.
Fishing will slow down when
Yep.
you have those big hatches.
Yeah,
You gotta match the hatch. Use worms.
perch and walleye they're the casters always do better during the
Mm-hmm.
mayfly than the trollers because that's their walleye are just swimming around with their mouths open. So
Use an iridiria
Yep.
or a Tom's or some kind
Or
of
a
spinner
weapon.
with a
a castable spinner
Yep.
or a crawler harness.
Something like that.
You will do well. And a lot of
You
people
will.
have. They've been catching them. So
Yeah, I've been
we'll
doing
talk
good.
about that in a few minutes in the fishing report. But even some of these hatches, they go on in inland lakes too. Well, bug
Yeah.
hatches happen in every body of water.
So
You
is
can always
there-
tell.
They love that rocky,
Mm-hmm.
sandy bottom.
Yep.
So they're here. Where else in the country are they?
They're in a lot of rivers out west. They're in a lot of rivers all up the Atlantic
Yeah,
the Atlantic seaboard,
yeah.
all the way down into Georgia, and everything. They're all over.
New
There's
Really?
York and a
Yeah.
lot of those lakes in New York. They're
Yeah.
a lot of them
found.
have they have different names for them. Some of them, they call them mayflies. Some of them call them stoneflies. There's all these differences, but they're different insects. But they're basically doing the same thing. They have a bug hatch, and that's what comes out.
Yeah.
And that's what fly fishermen do when they tie their flies. They're trying to match the hatch. Like the parachute Adams is a perfect example. That's supposed to be like a little mayfly or a bug hatch. It has that little white
Mhm.
bunch of hair on the top that looks like a parachute.
That
But that's
hackle.
supposed to be the hackle. That's
Yeah.
supposed to be the wing of either a stonefly or a mayfly, and they're matching the hatch. So just like we do in Lake Erie when you're casting a worm on a spinner or a crawler harness, you're matching the mayfly larva coming up out of the mud and swimming towards the surface, and the walleye they love them, and that's why they catch fish on them. So there you go. It's there. Even in the inland lakes, you catch fish on spinners and crawlers.
Yeah, Michael Bray put up on the website the mayfly size, lifespan,
Mhm.
diet, life cycle.
That's
of the-
they're different than the midges. The midges are the little tiny ones, the muffle heads, and the difference is the muffle heads, the little midges that they're multiple hatches through the year, but they live in low oxygen environments in the water. Mud. That's why they're so big off of Cleveland and in the Central Basin and the deeper water, because that's where the big dead zone is. And mayflies are more out west because it's shallower, the water's warmer, the water quality's better because the bottom is made up of it's gravel and sand and all sorts of stuff like that, rather than mud.
But it's
flats.
basically a good sign.
It's
that
a healthy
lake.
Healthy lake. They need
Okay.
clean, well-oxygenated water for a mayfly to survive and hatch.
Okay.
And, midges, they can live in muddy water with very little oxygen. So mayflies are a good sign, even though people go, ew, look at the bugs, ew, ew. But they do that for everything. So they say ooh about everything. That's everything I've heard this week. You know what I've heard a lot this week?
What?
People complaining about the temperature.
Really?
Oh, it's so hot. Oh. And just like a week ago or 2 weeks ago when we had the chilly temperatures
Yeah.
and frost warnings. Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. It's 60 degrees. It's cold. Why can't it be 85? Oh, it's 85. Oh, it's so hot. Quit complaining. But, the thing that it just drives me insane, and it's one of those things that annoys me. A lot of things have been annoying me this year, and I will
You're
say
in the best on the best planet in the solar system.
Yeah.
You're in the
Absolutely.
best country in the world.
Right.
You're in the best climate in the world.
Because of the variety.
All of these people that complain about the temperatures, they don't go outside anyway. They're always in air conditioning in the summer
Or heat.
and heat in the winter. They don't go outside. They don't go ice fishing. They don't go hiking in the woods. They don't go hunting. They don't do any of these things. All they do is complain. We're those of us who are, enjoy getting outside no matter what season it is. We're so happy, because right around the corner, it's going to cool off again, and then it's going to be fall colors and beautiful, and then it's going to snow, and then the ice is coming back, and the deer are going to be in the rut, and everything's going to be hunky-dory, and, fall fishing, fall hunting, and the spring comes around, and ice fishing still going strong, but the steelhead are starting to move. It's just enjoy
Big
it.
variety.
It is
Like
awesome.
I always say, the good old days are now.
Yeah. Some were better,
Yeah, well.
Yeah, it's all how you look at it.
Yeah.
but you got to look at the big picture. If it could be much worse. You could be on Jupiter.
We could have had stale donuts
That's
today.
true.
They said they found a planet that is all water.
Mhm.
So you could be living on
Probably frozen.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
That's not.
Liquid water, they said.
Yeah.
And they've taken some readings, and they said they have readings that say there are gases present that are similar to those found in rocks here from the formation of the planet to hold the building blocks of life.
From the big
Because they said it's
bang.
and it's much deeper than our planet.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Maybe they got some big fish there.
yeah.
And then the one they were looking through the telescope, I don't know if it was the Hubble telescope or one of them, but they said they're looking, and it's like, what's that tuna tower doing out there?
Is he still around?
Yeah. Okay, let's take a break because we gotta.
What's a freeze dry machine?
Mother Goose.
Let's take a
She
break.
is real.
Yeah. We'll take a short break and we will be back.
For those that fish Lake Erie and are used to fishing with Dipsy divers, I think they've got to try my diver, Castaway's Magnetic Diver. And what's so neat about it, it's a magnetic release. So you don't have to fight. With the problem with the regular Dipsies is that they'll trip. You got to bring them in.
Or sometimes they won't trip.
Or they won't trip. This is a magnetic release, so you let it into the water, and as it has slack, it falls and it sets and then dives. And then when a fish hits it, it trips it, comes to the surface and comes in. But the neat thing about it as well is you can fish with it. You can trip it. You can let it come up through the water column. You can reset it. So it's a great way to get a bait down and away from the boat. So it's Castaway's Magnetic Diver, but it's something if you're a troller you need to look into. It's a great product and a great way to make fishing a lot easier and a lot more productive. Order yours today.
No matter what species of fish you target, Kodiak Scents has great products that will help you catch more fish. One of those is Kodiak Candy, specifically designed to attract any species you fish for. Panfish, trout, catfish, or walleye, Kodiak Candy is full of freeze-dried scent. Freeze-drying concentrates the scent and makes it irresistible. Kodiak Candy even works on saltwater fish. Easy to put on the hook, this candy will get the fish's attention and trigger more bites. To order your Kodiak Candy or any of the line of Kodiak scent products, head to www.castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. Are you ready to catch the big one? Introducing Kodiak Fish Attractant Catfish Bombs, your ultimate secret weapon for a successful fishing trip. Designed with fishermen in mind, Kodiak Catfish Bombs release an irresistible scent that draws catfish in from miles away. Just toss it in, wait a bit, and watch the action unfold. Whether you're a seasoned pro or just starting out, these bombs are hot stuff. Perfect for the weekend angler or those late-night catfish excursions. Watch your catch rate explode with Kodiak Fish Attractant Catfish Bombs. Available online at castaway.com. That's castaway with a K.com. Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back.
And
Listening
to
to
Oregon, go fishing.
Oh, that's
listening to Inside the Great Outdoors, and
And
we
they're going
got.
to Florida on their honeymoon.
Oh, okay. We got a report.
Nope.
Let's give
Changed
it.
my mind.
Oh, what you
Since
have
Joe's
one?
been so mean
You
to me
have
today.
one? Huh? I'm mean. Jeez, well, you guys are hammering me.
Joe, we've been
That's what we'll
nice
do.
to you today.
Huh?
This
We've been nice to you.
This is
Nice.
a change in the show. We're starting next week. We won't do it this week. I'll give a report here in a second. But next week, if you mess up dinner during the week,
Yeah.
no fishing report.
Oh.
So you have to get it right.
Oh,
Read the recipe.
okay. I'll think about what I could make.
No.
Oh, gee.
The fishing report. Fishing has been pretty good still. It's the people are getting the walleyes. They are doing really well off of Lorraine. They're doing really well off of Vermilion, even with the mayflies.
So that's Lake Erie.
In Lake Erie, even out west, they're casting the weapons in the Erie Dearies and all the weight forward spinners off of the Kelly Shoal and all of those places out there and catching walleyes. They're also getting them in close to shore. I saw a couple reports from the what's the one that goes out of East Lake? The head boat.
Linda May?
Linda May, yeah.
Oh,
That they've been doing really good on the walleyes out there, casting for them in shallow, right off the Chagrin. And so they're catching walleyes, and they catch a few perch out there too. So they're still in the 10 perch zone, but anything to round out, you get 6 walleyes and 10 perch, you got a nice little meal going there.
couple meals.
And well, if I meant a nice meal for me,
And me.
just one meal. But yeah,
We hammered those donuts, that's for
yeah,
sure.
that's yeah. I'm gonna take a donut nap today. Joe, you want a donut?
You,
Hurts, don't it?
oh God, you ate 6 donuts.
I didn't.
No,
5?
no,
No, 3 and 2, 5.
4.
Oh, your math's wrong.
No, because you took 2 more after you got
plus
the
2
first
is
3. God, how could you eat so
One
much?
serving.
Yikes.
Because I'm fat.
They're little donuts.
Yeah.
I didn't eat much yesterday.
Okay, get back to report.
Well, have it bring in a salad. I'll show you how I eat that. The
The catfish are doing good still in Sandusky.
yes, they're catching catfish out in Sandusky. So call Sam Horn and his Angry Floater 2 charters out there. He'll get you on some giant catfish.
His brand new boat.
And his new boat that a lot of fun to fish with too. He's got it going on out there. He'll get you on some giant catfish, upwards of 20, 24, 25 pounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're still going hot and heavy. The bass fishing is picked up too. They're catching. You can get them off the shore out there and off the shore in downtown Cleveland.
What?
So bass,
Really?
yeah, and the
Largemouth?
rocks, largemouth in the rocks, man.
Really?
Sure, smallmouth too.
Smallmouth, I realized.
You can catch some smallmouth, some largemouth, and you might even hook into a few rock bass too.
I'm surprised that more people
Yeah.
don't even know about it. Well, it's all walleye, so
They're all inside, afraid to go out in the heat.
yeah.
You
A
can
lot of
even
guys
bobber it
walleye
out
fish.
there.
They're,
You know,
they're
you
catching.
could
They're
bobber
catching
it
a
out
lot
there.
of. Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of guys catching walleyes off of Cleveland too. So they're still getting them from Rocky River, off Huntington Beach is always good. Right in that, they go in real shallow there in the 20, 21 foot of water right in there. You can cast for them and get them really well. And
I know Bud Reiser fishes that area.
yeah,
and in shallow.
it's really good up towards Avon Point, Sheffield Lake out that way.
Oh, that's all good
Really
through
good,
there.
really good
Rocky,
fishing.
rocky boulders,
Yep.
boulders. All
Lots
over
of
the
rocks
place.
on the bottom, lots of boulders. The walleye, they're resident walleye that stay in close all year long.
Bud knows them by name.
Yep, he's caught every one twice.
Yeah.
And some, every once in a while he'll keep one, but they're not all out 7 miles on the sandbar out there.
Even Jim caught some walleye, and he goes out in a
In
canoe.
a canoe.
Yeah, 26 incher.
26 incher. That's
Yeah.
a dandy.
Yeah.
That's a really good walleye. The inland lakes, Mosquito's been doing really well. They're still catching crappies off the shore, and the time is now to get out in your boat and drift for them along the creek channel with
Hit that
your
deeper
crappie
water.
rigs. Yeah, and that 19 to 22 foot of water out there, the deeper drop-offs, and or you can troll. Guys go out there, they troll small bandit crankbaits off of inline planer boards, or just drag them behind your boat and do the weed edges and the drop-offs on the creek channel. That's all you gotta. There's a few nice road beds out there you can fish that hold walleye, that hold perch and bluegills and crappies and everything. The fish out there, they really like worms, chunks of nightcrawler too.
Yeah.
And you'll catch everything from catfish to northern pike to crappies to bass to walleye to everything. Everything likes a worm at Mosquito. I've heard some guys are doing really good at West Branch. The crappies are about done spawning, and most of them have moved out a little deeper water. So they're going to start suspending over that deep water. So you use your electronics or your maps to find where the river channel is there and fish the bends in that river channel. That's where they stack up.
You can do it later in the afternoon and
Mhm.
evening, too. It's probably a little better for the crappie.
Midday, I wouldn't do it. They'll probably stay down
Yeah.
near the bottom. They're not going to be in such a good feeding mood as the angle of the sun goes down. They'll move up in the water column and start chasing bait. So that's always good to know. That's always the best time, especially in the summer, early in the morning, right at sunrise, and in the evening, probably 5 o'clock till sunset is usually the better time. And within an hour of sunset is usually prime time, as we call it.
Flicker shads and shad wraps are good to use.
Yep. And the small crankbaits like that, little rapalas, jointed rapalas. But yeah, lots of fish going everywhere. They're catching. I've heard a rumor from a young man who I know that makes knives. There's been a rumor of catching some muskies in the Mahoning River. So
Ooh, wow.
there's some there, and if they're biting there, I know Leesville and Salt Fork and the Muskingum watershed, lakes.
Yeah.
There you go. I also had a report last week of some good crappie fishing being had at Leesville. 17 feet of water, about a foot off the bottom. They were just one after another, just
Probably by
pulling
the
up
dam
crappies.
there. Huh?
Yep, pulling
Yeah.
up crappies. So good sized fish. Again, moving off the shore, heading out into the deeper water, and it's just that time of year.
Those are all really picturesque, beautiful lakes.
Oh, yeah.
Leesville, Piedmont.
Atwood,
Oh, they're all pretty lakes.
Clendenning.
It's just nice.
Piedmont's beautiful. It's like it's like you're in Canada.
Oh, really? And
It
it's
really
just
is.
nice
Lots
to
of-
go
lots of
down there
pine-
and just float around.
Pines all along the bank.
Yeah,
and,
nice hilly country.
lots of
Yeah.
cuts and little coves and
little bays.
bays everywhere, and you can catch. It's full of crappies and bluegills and smallmouth bass, largemouth bass, saugeyes,
You name it.
muskies,
Yeah.
and really nice catfish in there.
Yep.
Big flatheads. There's guys that
Big
put barrels
flatheads.
in there. They'll go down there and fish at night with whole like bluegills or green sunfish. They like those because they're hardier.
Yep.
And they'll
Throw
put
'em
those
down there
out there and
live.
just sit on the bank and set that clicker on their heavy duty catfish
They
rods.
sit in
and
their
just-
little houseboats
Mhm.
there,
and just wait for that clicker to start going.
like Jaws.
Yep.
Doom, doom,
And
doom, doom.
You can do the same
Dum,
thing
dum,
at
dum,
Berlin.
dum, dum,
Lots
dum,
of good
dum.
catfishing at Berlin.
Oh yeah.
And same thing. We used to do that. We'd go out on the shore and build a fire on the bank and catch channel cats and cook them up right in the fire right there.
Take a bag of charcoal and
Mm-hmm.
just light that bag of charcoal and just sit there.
Yep. And
The good old days.
take a roll
The
of
good old days
aluminum
are now.
foil and a stick of butter and a couple onions and salt and pepper, and
Some
you're
of
good.
some of Joe's whatever they are.
Oh, Kodiak chicken manure scent.
Chicken livers or shrimp sacks.
Yep.
There you go.
But the
Yeah, freeze-dried shrimp would work great out there.
Yeah.
Just, get it wet, let it rehydrate.
really,
and
yeah.
Stick it on the hook. It stays on there good. It's nice and tough, and you can get a nice little stringer of channel cats that'll hit the spot.
I can
Good
remember
eating.
when we were kids, we'd catch crawdads
Mhm.
and cook them up on the
Oh, sure.
on the barbecue.
Mhm.
On the coals,
Yeah.
Get a little can of water
Yeah.
and pinch the tails off and
Yeah.
eat those tails. You
Huh.
want to make sure they're cooked really well
Yeah.
because there's a
Yeah.
parasite you can get from crawdads.
Yep.
It's
But
a
up here
a
you
fluke
can.
that
That's
lives
what-
in your lungs. It's really bad. So cook those tails up
There's
really
Oh,
good.
wow.
Yeah. There's down south. That's why you have crawfish boils. You boil them for a while
Yes, you boil everything
till they're well cooked.
well cooked.
But yeah, it's summer's a great time of year. I mean, fishing changes. Every season's different. As long as you change along with the seasons, you'll be right there catching them, man. Just keep on trucking. That's how it works. So, and it works anywhere you fish, unless you're fishing somewhere where it's the same weather and same temperature every day. That ain't us.
No.
This is Ohio, baby. You don't like the weather? Wait 5 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, we will take a break.
Where we going, Joe?
We're going to go to Costa Rica.
Oh, I like Costa Rica. I've never been there, but I'd like to go.
Oh,
So take me for a trip.
for tarpon. So we'll take a
Ooh,
short break.
One of my
And
favorite fish.
is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never caught a tarpon all the way in. I've had them on,
Yeah.
but I've never. Oh yeah, I brought some of the little ones
Yeah.
up to the boat, not the big ones.
Well, I'm talking 150 pounders.
Oh,
So.
geez.
Okay, we'll take a short break and be back.
During the spring, everyone's a crappie fisherman. The spawn is on and the fishing is great. But what happens after the spawn? The fish can get finicky and things can get tough. If you're looking for some help to keep the slabs hitting all year long, give Kodiak Crappie Scent a try. The paste is formulated with freeze-dried bait. That concentrates the smell and taste of live bait, and the gel really sticks to your lure. You can find Kodiak Scent products at Mogador Bait, Tackle, and Marine Repair in Suffield, Ohio, or the Middlefield location of Great Lakes Outdoor Supply. To check out the full line of Kodiak scents, including saltwater and catfish flavors, head to castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.
Outdoor enthusiasts, get pumped! Join Joe Castaway Coulis on his solo adventure, The Outdoor World of Castaway Coulis, on the Outdoor Radio Network. The legend is back, and now on radio. Every Wednesday at 11 a.m., Joe brings you thrilling stories, expert tips, and all things hunting, fishing, and wild exploration. Catch The Outdoor World of Castaway Coulis. Tune in to the Outdoor Radio Network on iHeartRadio. Head to iHeart.com or grab the iHeartRadio app to start your adventure today.
Unleash the bite with Castaway Baits and Scents. Their Kodiak Shrimp Attractant Paste is Captain Bob's go-to. 15 times the scent of live shrimp, slathered on lures to drive fish wild. From freshwater to saltwater, these scents and baits are dominating tackle boxes everywhere. Don't let the big ones slip away. Visit castaway.com now and load up. It's the edge every angler's chasing.
Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Here I was, back in the wild again, and I feel right at home where I belong.
Welcome back. So I was thinking, I've got in the house, I have pictures from when I used to do the sport shows. I had these pictures blown up from the where I was taking people. One of the places was Costa Rica. We would take groups down, and the tarpon. Well, you fished now this was on would be the Atlantic or the Gulf side. The other side is where they have saltwater, marlin, sailfish, all that stuff.
The Atlantic side.
Yeah. Well, no, it'd be the Pacific side or the Bay side. Gulf of America would be where we would fish the rivers, shallower water.
For tarpon.
Yeah.
And snook and stuff like that.
Tarpon and snook, that was it. Actually, well, you'd catch some. Well, we learned later there were some sailfish.
Oh, yeah.
And some tuna and stuff. And the sharks, lots of sharks. But anyways, you had to get out of the river. It could be dead calm on the ocean, but the current,
you had that
current going out,
yeah.
current coming in, people died trying to get out. So you never knew you're going to be able to get out. Fishing out was 1,000,000 times better than in. But if you couldn't get out, and wapote and these like 4-pound bluegills, there were 3 kind of panfish like you'd go for. And the one, I don't know if it was a wapote, no, one or the other, machaca, they fished. We call them, no, but the machacas fed on berries that fell from the trees.
Uh-huh.
And you'd fish those, but you'd fish with like spinning gear, would be a ball. But that's where you got the big snook, like 20-pounders, 25. A snook, tarpon fight, but boy, snook, they fight. And they're also really good eating. Tarpon, you let go.
You got to skin the snook. For years, they didn't eat snook in Florida. Did you know that?
No.
When they first, when the pioneers first, they called them soap fish.
Yeah.
Because, they used to like to always eat the skin of the fish.
Yeah.
But they called them soap fish. But once they skinned them, the soapy taste was in the skin.
Oh.
So they skinned them, and then they found out how good eating they were.
Well, you cast right. I mean, you had to be right by shore, within a foot. If you were 2 foot, you didn't catch them.
That's all mangroves down there, too.
Mangroves, yes. So you get in these boats and you just go and go. But when you hook a snook, oh, man. And we would fish in some areas for tarpon, and you would catch some, but not like out in the ocean. And the thing about a tarpon, now I'm talking, the minimums were probably 100 pounds. I don't know if I caught a 200, but I probably caught a 175, 160, somewhere in there. But the reason they're hard to catch, their mouth is just all bone. You got to be lucky. and there's just a couple spots where there's some soft tissue. So when you're casting big plugs, so when you cast and you get a bite, you set that hook 3 or 4 times to hope that you're not going to hurt it by getting up, because they love to jump. I've got some video of one tarpon we caught. Oh, it had to be at least 10 feet out of the air, in the air. They're unbelievable. But they call bow to the tarpon. When a fish jumps, you have to give it slack. So you put your rod down and
water.
Pointed it at the fish, because the reason he jumped, he knew that he could either break the line or he could pull the hook out. That's why they would jump. And you would get some fish, and all they did is jump and jump and jump. And it's such a thrill because you just let them go.
Yeah, they shake their head.
Yeah, they're shaking their head and their body. And because I remember long time ago on American Sportsman when they would show the video of catching tarpon. And I always thought that was the most. But you want to talk about a strong fish. First of all, it's probably 6 foot long. It's probably about 14, 15 inches wide. And it's probably about 10 inches thick. So when they go sideways, they're pulling. I mean, they are so much fun to catch. Oh, so we would take groups out there and just hope that the weather was okay. You could get on the ocean side, because in the river, you just anchor somewhere because they're moving.
Is it as hard to get back in to shore as it is to get back out?
Yes, because I'm glad you brought that up. It was kind of cool because you had to, I guess it was as hard, as long as you knew what you were doing. Okay, going out, now you're using native guides with outboards with like 24-foot open boats, wide
Pangas,
open.
like big pangas?
Yes. No, these were a flat bottom boat. But so when you would go out, once they learned how to get out with these boats, otherwise they couldn't, you have to dodge. You go this way, then you go to the right, and then you know how to read the water, where you could go where you don't get toppled over. Because at this lodge, they lost the fishermen. They lost the boat, the guide, the fishermen, everybody gone. You're talking like 10-foot waves, okay? But coming in is cool because you could ride the wave once you knew how to do it. And these guys were good. They'd get up, they get on the top of the wave, and you're way up in the air, looking all around, and you ride it, and you ride it, and you ride it in. And you had to be careful because then it'll roll. So you had to know what you're doing. So it was probably just as hard, but once they knew they were doing, it was like fun. But going out, you could get rolled over because the way but you can imagine the river's moving pretty good. It's going out at a good speed. Now you got either the tide or the wind opposite. Well, you got the clash of waves. So water's everywhere. There's no set pattern you could follow, Usually coming in, you could. And then you get out in the ocean, it's like flat. Like, what's the big deal? Why can't we get out? It's flat out there. But that was some fun. And then, of course, you eat really well. Well, you'd eat snook, but from the natives, they would come with sacks, like 5-foot long sacks of these. I guess it'd be like a Lagostinho. It was like a miniature lobster. Mm-hmm. I mean, they were like a foot long, big. I mean, eat 2 or 3 of those, you've had it. And they would buy them from those people. And but it was a neat place. But tarpon is a fun fish. I remember one time I caught a bunch of them on a fly rod. That's fun.
Oh yeah.
Use a 10 weight fly rod. I remember one time I was casting, so I just set the rod down with the fly in there, and I was doing something, and the tarpon grabbed it. And but we, after the day out with the fishermen, when a couple of the guides would go and we'd go out and fun fish. And, oh, man, it's just a fun fish because it's so, and you never know when. There were a lot of amberjacks because they would call them jacks. And you'd hook one of, oh, no, it's a jack, But when you hooked the tarpon, you didn't know at first because it's a pretty good pull from all of them. But then when you see it explode,
See,
you go,
coming to the surface,
Yeah.
the jacks that go down,
Yeah.
tarpons come up
Yep. And
like a smallmouth.
But I don't think we caught anything under 100 pounds.
Wow.
They were all big. But you're right. But the snook. But sometime you could catch a snook in the surf if you'd fish from shore. But the good snook fishing was like largemouth bass fishing back in the mangroves and casting for them. But same thing, you cast for them and you hook a 20-pound snook. Ooh.
They go right in the mangroves.
Yes, they're a strong fish, but it's a neat country. But it was odd though the way you landed and you went with the boat. You just figured you go to the left, so you just figured you're going out to the Atlantic Ocean. It really spun you around. It was really strange.
Huh.
But yeah, that was some great. You'd have loved that, Carl, catching them big tarpon. Boy. Fun.
I hooked one tarpon in my life.
Did you?
In Tampa, when I lived in Tampa.
Oh.
I was fishing with my brother-in-law in the canals around Tampa.
Yeah.
And I chucked it was a clear bomber jerkbait up under a dock.
Yeah.
And I twitched it twice.
Yeah.
Just whoosh, rocketed it out of the water. And in one motion, the fish grabbed the bait, was still in the air, shook his head back, whew,
there goes
and this lure goes flying past my ear. And I'm
really?
like, what was that?
Oh, gee.
That was a tarpon.
That's right. I forget. We did go down there and fish that bridge down there for tarpon. Yeah. We caught some pretty good ones there, too. I forgot about
we
that.
used to see them. Went to the Keys on vacation a couple times, and once we were down there, and there were guys netting shrimp off the bridges. Walk out with the big long handled net and hang lanterns, and as the shrimp would ride the tide in, they'd dip them because you could see their eyes in the light of the lantern.
Oh.
But the tarpon would come up and eat the shrimp too. And we were dipping shrimp. I was dipping shrimp with this guy, and I went down to get the shrimp, and this big mouth opened up, and that was
There's
cool.
this one hotel down in the Keys where they feed the shark, the tarpon like dogs in the water.
Yeah.
They just come right up to you.
Okay, well, we got to take a break. You're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors. We'll take a break, and we're in the home stretch, and we will be back.
Home stretch.
Hook more with Castaway baits and scents. The Kodiak Shrimp Attractant, Captain Bob's must-have. Blast lures with shrimp scent that fish can't resist. It's perfect for any water. Pros are stacking their kits with Castaway's killer pastes and soaps. Don't get skunked while they cash in. Head to Castaway.com today and grab the scents that turn bites into battles. Castaway. Fish won't wait.
No matter what species of fish you target, Kodiak Scents has great products that will help you catch more fish. One of those is Kodiak Candy, specifically designed to attract any species you fish for. Panfish, trout, catfish, or walleye, Kodiak Candy is full of freeze-dried scent. Freeze-drying concentrates the scent and makes it irresistible. Kodiak Candy even works on saltwater fish. Easy to put on the hook, this candy will get the fish's attention and trigger more bites. To order your Kodiak Candy or any of the line of Kodiak scent products, head to www.castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. Do you enjoy a good story about hunting or fishing? Then you need to get your hands on Tales from the Trails, the real-life adventures of Castaway Coulis. Take a journey around the world with Joe as he recounts some of his best hunting and fishing trips, from Africa to Alaska, from behind the Iron Curtain to Australia. You can share in his memories through the book, complete with pictures to take you on the journey. It's a trip back in time looking through the eyes of an outdoors legend. Order your copy today on Amazon or at castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K.com. Thanks for listening to the Inside the Great Outdoors podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or stories you'd like to share, shoot us an email at jcoulis@castaway.com. That's Castaway with a K. We'll share your comments with our audience on the following week's show. Thanks again for listening to Inside the Great Outdoors.
Welcome back. Time for some good cooking. No, great news. That's what the great news.
Well, I don't know if
How's it going there, Joe?
But it's interesting, in my view. Last week I had mentioned that I had put up a squirrel box, and it before any squirrels decided to take up residence, a swarm of honeybees arrived. It was a week ago Friday, about midday. And I put a little blink camera in the squirrel box.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It'd be kind of neat to spy on their activities in there, So when we were at the zoo last Friday about noon, I got an alert that something was afoot in the squirrel box, and holy mackerel, there was an entire swarm of honeybees in there.
Ooh.
And so I'm thinking, well, what am I going to do? I'm not going to kill them. I'm not going to, do I just let them, make honey? Or so what I ended up doing is I have an Amish neighbor that's a beekeeper. And I swung over there and I said, hey, I got this swarm of bees. Do you want them? And he said, sure. So on Monday morning, we just went up the ladder and plugged the entry hole and took the whole box down and took it over to his place, where he transferred them to a regular box hive to put in his yard. He has quite a few of them already, by the way, but it actually went fairly smoothly, which I was surprised. They were pretty docile for the most part. He got stung once only because he kind of picked up a comb that had a bunch of bees on it. He didn't realize he was pinching one. But from Friday afternoon when they arrived until Monday morning when we took the box down, they had built 9 combs in there.
Wow.
Busy as a bee.
I know. And not only had they built the combs, they had stuffed some of them with, they were dripping with honey. There was bee pollen in some of them, and they had begun to lay eggs in some of the combs. So,
wow.
There were 9 of them. I couldn't believe from Friday afternoon until Monday morning, they had filled the top of the box with combs, and so the Amish fella gave me the combs, and I got probably a quarter cup of honey out of it.
Nice.
And isn't that weird? So I mean, I had no idea that they could work that fast.
Wow.
Just
a couple of days.
Yeah. So I posted one picture, but I tried to post a couple of short videos, and I'm not having a lot of luck, but I'll give it another try. It's a pretty interesting video of them going to work in there. But so anyway, that's about all I have for good news. And I'll call it not necessarily good news, but interesting news. I put the box back up, and there has been no activity since.
Yeah.
There have been a couple honeybees swing by it. I don't know.
You wonder why they pick the spots they do. What triggers that? Oh, this is a good spot.
I remember one time years ago, I was at the fairgrounds in Burton there, and it wasn't during the fair. It was during one of their antique flea market weekends.
Yeah.
Twice a year on Saturdays, they have a big, huge flea market there.
Okay.
And we were just walking around the track, looking at different vendors there, and all of a sudden, a huge swarm of honeybees flew by. Just flew by. Probably about 20 feet off the ground. Just kept going.
A
They were coming
big
from
swarm.
southeast to northwest. Yeah.
Really?
I don't know how many. I mean, there was a cloud of them. Yeah.
Really?
They just kept going. But
Wow.
what they do is they'll send out.
Well, they probably
scouts.
send out a scout, and he goes looking for a new spot, and then, okay, here, follow me, boys, and
And they
they,
and then they come back and say, "Okay, found some new digs."
Yeah.
And then they take off.
yeah, I'm sure that's what they do. Wow,
Yeah.
not that they don't waste any time with anything. They don't waste energy. Any wildlife does not waste energy.
No, unless it's a young one and they get the zoomies, where-
Yeah, well, but like a deer
Somebody-
in the wintertime, he walks in a trail another deer did. They don't expend any more energy than they have to.
Mhm.
So they're smart. Yeah.
So anyway, that was my event of the week. It was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
How about some, you got some knowledge or some,
I don't. I don't.
wow,
I have
We have no culture
have
today.
no
I have
culture.
No culture.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
no
goodness.
culture. We're bereft of culture today.
Oh, that's
I
okay.
was relying on Doc maybe to share a little wisdom with us.
I got a little wisdom, and you wouldn't believe where it's coming from.
From me?
Oh, no, not from you.
Oh,
But from someone you wouldn't think of, and I was pretty shocked when I read about this too. But now, if you're ignorant, books won't laugh at you.
I don't
Now,
get
where
it.
do-
Joe
where do you-
doesn't get it.
No, but where do you think this comes from? You wouldn't
I know.
believe it.
Where?
It comes from Marilyn Monroe.
There you go.
She was a very prolific reader.
Really?
She
no
had
kidding.
a huge library, and she read some, books that I had a hard time reading,
Really?
And,
Oh my goodness.
But I guess she was a very prolific reader. She was a lot more intelligent than everyone
Yeah,
thought
like
she
the
was.
dumb
Everyone
blonde, yeah.
thought she was a dumb blonde, but she really wasn't. And
Well, that was the act. I
she
guess.
died too young.
Yeah.
That's the thing with Joe here. He's Mr. Coolest. Everybody thinks he's really smart, and we know he's the exact opposite of Marilyn
No, I
Monroe.
think it's the other way around, according to you.
He has all this life experience and everything, but still can't make those darn
Well, you can't have
flour
everything.
noodles.
I'd rather have than all the things I did. And
I know.
We know.
I know.
I'm just funning you.
Oh, I
If
know.
we could have just hooked you up with Marilyn,
Is she Amish?
well, she could have been.
That's what we.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
Good. Well, we'll talk to you
Maybe-
next week,
Maybe
Joe.
we could find someone named Norma Jean for him.
Norma Jean.
Yeah.
There you go, the Witter Norma
Yeah,
Jean.
Witter Norma Jean.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not a real common
Okay.
name
You know,
in
if you're
Amish
lucky,
country.
she'll bring her own tools.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah.
Oh, okay. See you, Joe.
Next week. All right, guys. Have a great week.
Yeah, you
All
too.
right.
Okay. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
Goodbye, Norma Jean.
Wasn't there a song like that?
Yeah. What are you going to do this week besides ruin your next meal?
Well, since I might have to spray once, but otherwise I'm done with that. I do have to put in some more. I want to put in some more cucumbers.
Mm-hmm.
They're slow in coming up. But the tomatoes are doing good, and the green beans doing really good.
Yep.
Boy, I'm going to have a lighter week. I mean,
I bought
once-
something yesterday I'm going to be planting here in a couple of weeks.
And
Railroad ties.
oh, did you get them?
Yep.
Oh,
48
Oh,
full-size
my.
railroad ties.
Oh,
we need to
jeez.
rebuild the retaining wall.
oh,
And they'll be here I think they're delivering them July 1st.
oh! So a little while yet.
So, Yeah.
How many guys going to put them in?
I don't know. It's probably going to take all summer.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. It's not going to get done fast.
And is it in how critical time-wise is it from the soil that's there?
Oh, it's fine.
It's okay?
Yeah.
It's not causing a problem that you got to address right away?
Nope.
Yeah.
We'll get the base down and go from there. So
yeah, I won't know what it's like not to be under the gun, to have to worry about planting or get on the fields or anything.
I'm gonna sit in my chair and I'll be the foreman of the job.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Let my strapping young sons do all the heavy lifting.
Sure.
You'll be the straw boss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I should have relatively. Well, I did get an order. I make scent for a guy on the West Coast, a salmon halibut guy, and he ordered 100 bottles of oil and 250 tubes of paste. So I got to work on that and get that going. I'm sure I'll have, in orders, I have orders usually to fill, every day. So definitely
that one commercial we did when talking about after the spawn, giving them that little extra bit of scent on there helps. So this is the time of year where that happens. So
when it's a little bit harder.
Yep, where the fish aren't as
active
As
the
heat to things.
Yeah.
Right. So get them.
And I think what has really been selling are the divers.
Good.
And so I did stock. I got stuff stocked, but I've got to drill weights. I got to drill the plastic parts. So I'm going to do some of that, especially on the rainy days anyway. And so
they say 3:00 today, the front's supposed to hit. So 3:00 is when the heaviest stuff is coming through.
Oh, okay.
It's supposed to hit pretty hard, too.
Yep,
so.
that's what they say.
If you guys are out in a boat, watch the skies.
Keep your weather, if you're on Lake Erie, make sure your weather radio is on. And if you're fishing off of Lorraine and you hear the radio talking about Toledo, pack it up and get in quick, because that storm is rolling and you will not be able to outrace it.
And remember, your fishing rods are lightning rods.
And wear your PFD.
Okay. Well, get out there and make some memories, because the memories you make today could be the most lasting. I say it every week, but it's true. You're not going to make memories sitting on the couch. So make a phone call to somebody. You call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. If you could find their number and give them a call and see how they're doing. The reminiscing is a cool thing, because as you get older, you got less people to do that. And that's what I hear more and more from people. They don't have anybody to call because they're gone. So take advantage of it, because they're going to be happy. And you laugh, and it's like we say, a day without a smile is a day wasted. And so we ain't got time to be wasting any of those days. So just remember that. And smile and just take it easy. And as my mother would always tell me, Joey, don't you ever take any wooden nickels.
You're listening to Inside the Great Outdoors with Joe Coulis, Joe Keogh, and Dr. Norm. Join us every Sunday morning from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. on AM 1420 The Answer. Download the podcast of today's show and previous broadcasts at IGOradio.com. Follow the show on Facebook and get interactive with the cast and crew. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week, 7 a.m., right here on AM 1420 The Answer.